everybody, and welcome back to Backroads County. Backroads. Welcome to the Backroads, everybody. We are in October, and it is harvest time, as you have seen from the thumbnail. Bertus Semper Buffo, welcome. Welcome to Le Party. Schultz is in the house with what I have to say must be a rather popular soon-to-be mod release. Oh, the people are crazed. Caleb, what is up? Well, what do you think of the map? Glad to hear you just started out. Where did you start at? Today we have a lot going on. We have obviously a giant field of soybeans to harvest. I'm also putting lime down over on the new field that we bought. And we'll also be putting some herbicide down on the new field. And then, well, we're going to decide, what are we doing with this field? Are we going to put wheat back down? Or are we going to put something crazy in here like corn next year? I don't know. Oh, you're with the Start Farm. That's a good place to start. It's definitely a good place to start. Farmer G is in the house. He's also got a mod coming up soon in the multi-crop greenhouse pack that we did a video on last night. Has anything moved into testing today? I did see, according to the testing thread, Walker Farms is back in testing. I saw the Griffin, Indiana update is in testing, not so much back in testing, but is in testing. There's a bunch of other good stuff in testing too. Derek, good evening. Patrick, welcome. Remember, tomorrow we're going to be doing a giveaway. It's not too late to sign up. Explanation giveaway to get the sign up link. Still pending for both of yous. Been pending for nearly a week now, has it not? Let alone how long it's actually been pending. Buddha, welcome. Welcome. Got 3,000 left. I think you can muster to get on the other side of the field before we're out. Well, let's hope that they both enter testing soon enough Bill, welcome. How's Monday doing? Anybody have a bad case of the Mondays? But I'm not in multiplayer. I'm in a single player as always. But you don't have to be in multiplayer anymore to be a passenger. There's a fabulous mod that allows you to ride passenger on anything that has a buddy seat. No rigged giveaways here. Your next opportunity to win will be tomorrow night. Let's go get some more lime. Like I said, we're going to be shuffling and trying to get a bunch done today. In fact, we'll thing out of the way. Oh. Duh. Can't hire a helper when you got the GPS lock? Okay. Yes, yes. Well, I can jump in the passenger seat of anything. In fact, I can jump in the passenger seat of this if I wanted to. Watch this. I guess this one doesn't have passenger enabled. Oh no, this one doesn't because it's a mod. Good old buddy GTX of the channel released a mod last week, the week before last, the Kubota Passenger Extension mod that adds passenger capability to single player for just about any base scheme piece of machinery that has buddy seats or other places for you to ride, and then also adds that capability to several Giants mods as well. It is PC because it's using a script. Who dropped those things down? So it's using a script to inject the passenger seats, passenger areas, and the harvester has one on the rear. So I thought I would use that for the thumbnail to be a little coy, a little cutesy. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Back Roads. Back Roads. We're not going to say county or country. We're just going to say welcome back to the Back Roads. Hope y'all are enjoying things. We are harvesting our mega field of soybeans. Got to decide what are we going to do with that field next year. We have an opportunity to put barley or wheat in it if we want to do that. We already have one field of barley, so I'm not really sure if I need another field of a grain like that or not, but hey, that is an option. We could also save it for corn next year, and then we can get into a cereal soybean 1 year, corn rotation the next year. That is how lots of farmers around here do it. We're also putting lime down on the new field that we bought last live stream. We're going to be putting herbicide down on that field also because it has had our first growth. Welcome, Farmer G, Phil, Buddha, Burgess, Schultz Modding, Ray is in the house, Patrick is in the house, Derek, Caleb, Waylon, and anyone else that chatted that I had not seen or remembered. Welcome to Monday night Farm Sim stream. How's everybody's Monday going? Labor Day for those of you in the States. Kind of a dreary, rainy day here. Not a whole lot of Labor Day celebrations going on. At least not outside, as a big rain system moves through the east. Big Phil, welcome. Welcome. This video is brought to you by Lawrence Anderson and Will Hausman. Thank you for being farm barons. These guys were supposed to be farm barons yesterday, but I think I forgot during our ATS Mayhem live stream. Fireworks. Hopefully it's not dry. Very bad news when fireworks cause fires. Buddha, we're not doing the ethanol plant because we got dry corn. Dry corn is what we're doing. We invested in that last year. In fact, our dry corn facility is right over there by the propane tanks. Carol, what's GE other than General Electric? I don't know, a good 500,000 maybe? Addingham Park is indeed worth the 2 thumbs up, I think. Why did that open up? You know, this is annoying. No, no. No. I don't know why that thing just opened its lid, but oh well. We'll worry about that later. You forgot about the Vistas gate. It's okay. It's all good. It's all crazy on the Mayhem crew. The Mayhem crew is, well, it can do a number on lots of folks. Eddie Schultz Modding is in the house. He is the author of said cow pasture, I guess feedlot mod, more specifically is the name. It's currently pending testing with Giants. It's been pending testing for a week. I kind of forgot about the mod. Schultz sent it to me more than a week ago. Looked at it, gave him a little feedback on it, and then he said he resubmitted it. I completely forgot about it for an entire week, and I got the video recorded over the weekend. But hopefully we'll see this get released this week. But you just never know. I did see Riverside and Cross it in testing again. Haha, AK. Well, I don't know how much of the mayhem was self-caused. I have not seen what's, well, AJ Farmer sent me an email over the weekend. He tried to put a post on his video about the update, and for whatever reason YouTube wasn't having any of it. So I posted the update for him. I pinned an update. The update has a fix for the train. So the train's been fixed and a few other things. But I don't have a detailed change log. All I can say is he suggests people look in the Griffin, Indiana support thread on the Giants forums. So he may have a lot more details there as to specifically what he has in the update. Pretty sure he claims the update will not require a new game save. So you're safe on that Accord. Not Honda Accord. I want to repair this thing. See if it helps. Schultz is backlogged. It's going to take you a few months to get over to Griffin. Well, by then, man, I wonder what's going to be out by then. That's the thing, right? I mean, we're gonna have, for sure, in a few months, we're gonna have Silver Run Forest. there's just no time to play the game in mod, you need to pick one or the other. That's what real modders do, they pick. And usually they don't play the game, and sadly it becomes rather obvious. Nope. Seems to be running the same at this speed. Cut down a sequoia, you're gonna break the law, breaking the law, breaking the law. Can't cut down a sequoia? So I saw one of the there was a mod came out today for a Scantia truck and some trailer modules. There was a Scantia version and then a Lizard version, but I just looked for the stream and it looks like the Lizard version has vanished from the mod hub. Anybody know what's up with that? We got 2 passes left, maybe. Passing a little bit. But your trees are not ownable. Well, it's interesting that the Scantia version's still up, but the Lizard isn't. I figured if it was a problem with, like, someone saying that there was, you know, parts used that weren't allowed or whatever, that both versions would have come down. Maybe. Maybe. Obviously, in real life, I would have put lime down long before the crop came up, I think. I have absolutely no idea why the lid on this is open. Because N isn't working. GoldenEye, welcome. How things go? I wouldn't say that we'll never get them, but, you know. I mean, look, we got Mac. Nobody was expecting Mac truck, and then boom, there it is. There's always hope. Yeah, right. It was actually 3 mods. There was the modules, then there was a Scantia truck with modules, then there was a lizard truck with modules. I think the modules by themselves were a bit of like a, you could buy a trailer and use the modules. Let's get 2 bags. We're not gonna need 2 full bags, but oh well. Hopefully your marinated chicken chunks are for tomorrow. It's not saying too much about dinner with the parents if you come home and make dinner again. All right, here we go. Almost done this job. Then we'll get to our spraying. I'll decide what type of field work we're doing on our big field. Oh, frozen chicken chunks. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of rainy today, which I was perfectly fine with because I had to work on Labor Day, right? So if I got to work on Labor Day, I'm going to hope other people don't enjoy themselves because that's just the way I am. So around here, nobody was having a Labor Day cooking because it was rainy. Not so much cold, it was just rainy. Oh, Schultz is working the grill. Is it gas or is it charcoal? Oh, you're sending me a lot more rain, are ya? We'll see. We'll see. Most of the rain avoided me today. Yeah, it came all the way up the east. Although it was a bit more inland than the coastal east. Well, Patrick, usually by now the grass around here is nice and crunchy. But no, we've not really had a true dry spell this year like we normally do. Yeah, thankfully overall we were on the fringe of it. We are on the eastern band of it, and we're a good bit inland. Looks like West Virginia got a good chunk of rain. Tennessee, Kentucky probably. Western Pennsylvania. Mr. Jenner, welcome. I think it's supposed to be a little cloudy and rainy tomorrow, too. There you go. I knew that we would need more than... I knew we'd need more than 2,000. Morning, David. What is up? Well, you know, Mr. Jenner, you know what I'm going to say about that? It depends. Depends on what you're looking for. There we go. I mean, Griffin, Indiana seems to be the hot new map for content creators. Much loved in 19. Oh, lordy, we're gonna need to get herbicide too. All right, let's. Where's my truck? Let's get this running. Oh, David is still down and out. This is like week 2, is it? Is it not week 2? Gator, welcome. How are things? A map with sand in it? A map with sand in it. Let's say I really don't remember too many maps from 19. All right, how much does this thing hold? 4,600 electries. Okay. We get 2 of these. Back to the shop we go. Gator, we've been streaming for about 36 minutes. We've harvested soybeans, still doing it. We limed a field, just got done. Now we're gonna go herbicide the field, not quite started. And we've been chatting it up. Oh, calm lands again. Well, you know, people do love a build your own map. Did I do a video on that map? Or is it one I didn't bother with? A coffee plant mod? Well, you got in... You've got coffee you can add... I mean, you got coffee you can put down as an orchard on the maps that are set up for coffee. We haven't really seen a mod come that adds a crop to a map. I don't really know if you can do that. I don't know if you can add a crop via a mod. Oh, well, if it was on console, then I had to have covered it. Schultz, you'll be happy to hear I watched a video about an Audi, you know, the car with the Olympic symbols. An Audi coming to Forza 5 that has rear wheel steering. 4-wheel steer. Some sort of electric thing. An electric Audi. Diane, welcome. So that seems not neat. What does not neat? Is that like a Midwestern way of saying not cool? Yeah, it's well. I mean, it's intended as a feedlot for beef cattle, right? I mentioned it to him, like, can you get rid of the milk if you don't have a milk trigger? But apparently it's, I don't know, not something we can do. Pretty sure I've seen cow areas without milk, but I really couldn't pinpoint any. No milk, no straw. And no straw means no poo. I don't think you're not going to see a butcher shop from Giants. If you're on PC, then I will eventually see a butcher, I'm sure, from the good Farmer Andy and lsfarmingmods.com. I think I've spread my wings a little bit too early. Well, that's weird. What the heck is going on? Alt B. There we go. That's a little better. Now, it won't be a standalone mod. It'll be incorporated with Hoff Bergman. No doubt. I keep checking over there, seeing if he's got any updates, but no updates so far. Well, that's what I was thinking, Schultz, about. There was a mod, was there not, that like you placed like next to the milk trigger, and it was like milk storage or something? I kind of thought, what if you put that down? FS Crofter, welcome. Welcome back, Arbitrary Hubris. How do things go in the land of hubris? Drenger. Welcome into the chat. Remember, we're giving away a copy of Pumps and Hoses tomorrow. Explanation giveaway. If you are on PC, you can enter to win Pumps and Hoses. The giveaway is tomorrow after our live stream. About 14 hours from now. 13 and a half hours from now, to be more exact. Semper Buffo is our very first winner of the Pumps and Hoses giveaway from last week. He can attest that you do indeed get a code. Western Wilds is a very fun map indeed. It is, in my opinion, better than No Man's Land, which is kind of impressive because usually sequels don't top the original. Interesting factoid about No Man's Land, or about Western Wilds. It was originally named Nebraska Land. Nebraska something. But then a Nebraska map came out, and Alien Jim was like, I don't know if I want to release a map so soon after that map came out with Nebraska in the name. Thus, Western Wilds was born. Here we got a couple trees right along the edge. And we will hire help there. Yes, Green Valley, Nebraska was the original Nebraskan map for FS22. Included a couple new fill types. 4X American map, right? Had lots of farms. Could easily be great for multiplayer. There we go. Caleb, good luck on that. I really haven't seen too many modded fences out there. Definitely none with that level of specificity. That would typically be a much higher fence. I think Jim he may be traveling between the stars back to his home planet. But yeah, it's been a while since he's popped in. Okay, that'll be why most of them are in the in-game mod browser, because most of them have been released on the Giants mod hub, and all those other places that have them have simply stolen them from Giants and rehosted them. Well, that is a rather interesting use case for build mode. Build out a prison. I mean, you made like what, 4 or 5 different, you made like 4 fences, Schultz. Must have not been that upsetting. I don't know what their stance would be on a correctional facility. Oh. The list of folks that have helped you with mods is quite extensive. But it's great. It's a team effort. Hellhawk, it's all about creativity, and that is the power of FarmSim. You're not bound by anything. I mean, heck, we made an off-road racetrack out of Western Wilds just to race Kubota side-by-sides on. Digging holes is kind of fun. Scooters, workbench. Hey, whatever you get your happiness from, it's all good. Right? It's like the polarizing view on Forestry. Some Forestry is a no-go for a farming game. Other people, Forestry is agriculture. Just the same as planting corn. Just the same as caring for cows. So see, Caleb's got a real-to-life use case by building in a correctional facility on an agricultural map to emulate a real-life application of both. Australia's got one, yeah. It's all about rehabilitation and giving the inmates a useful skill that they can apply eventually outside of incarceration. They can apply themselves in a more positive manner than maybe they were previously. Yeah, I mean, at that point, it really falls into learning to mod and building things out to suit your needs and your interests. And then if you choose to ultimately release that to a more broad audience. That's how lots of people get into modding, is seeing and feeling that there is a deficiency in what's available for the game. And then deciding, you know what, I'm going to try to fill that gap. And then they go out and they learn how to mod. They learn how to create it. And then they make that ultimate decision. Do they share it with others? Or once it's been made, do they keep it for themselves? And then ultimately, if you try to go for it on the mod hub so other people can have it, or if you release it on Facebook, you release it on one of the third-party sites, Yeah, then that's up to you. Rabbit Rob is in the house. Welcome, sir. Glad you recovered from the mayhem of yesteryear. We can get rid of this. Hellhawk, I was just saying, I don't think there is a way to have a mod add crops. I think crops have to be part of a map. I should say, if there is a way to add a crop via a mod, no one has figured it out yet. Let's go get seed and figure out what are we going to do. Yeah, Patrick, but that doesn't really introduce a new crop. That's just modding grapes which already exist. So what do you think we should put in this big field? We can plant wheat. We can plant barley in October. We can't plant anything else really until next year. We're not putting potatoes or sugarcane in. You people are mean and nasty and just downright disturbed. Oh no, Caleb is not coming back. He's been lost in the great parts hunt. No popular. What do you mean did they take values? They took the olive trees and tweaked them. Yeah, Jim, we definitely have the critters mod going on here. Seed, we'll get 2 bags of seed. Oats are an option, yes. We can't plant oats until spring. Canola would be good. We won't be able to plant it until next year. Then we won't even be able to harvest it until the following year. We've missed our opportunity to plant canola. We can't plant goats. But we can raise goats on Hofbergman. You can also have baby goats on Hofbergman. Oh, bad news. Bad things happen. Oh, and then you have the audacity to just honk the horn. That's all you do is just honk the horn? That was my wrecker mod. Those guardrails are brutal, but not near as brutal as the guardrails on Susquehanna River Valley in 19. Man, those guardrails would just jump right out and bite you. Alright, so we had the option of wheat. Because we are only able to plant wheat or barley. We missed canola by 1 month. So we'd have to wait until August of next year to plant canola. Then we'd have to wait until July of the following year to be able to harvest it. Simper Buffalo, I didn't play on 19 or on 22's Hofbergman. Other than doing the Hofbergman explained videos. But I did play on the 19 version a bit. Played on the 17 version of Canada, welcome. This is indeed live. We are live and in charge. Coming at you from back roads. We're going to drop the word county because we always say country. And we never get it right. So from this day forward, we shall call this map simply back roads. So yeah, I mean, you can, it's a work in progress, Semper Buffo, so it's not done. There will be an update. You will require a new game save. That is a guarantee. But you can play it in its current iteration, and when more is added, it'll be kind of an additive thing. Right, you'll learn more about there we go. We're riding in the passenger seat. Now we're riding outside. Now we're riding in the back. Get a whole new perspective on things. Yeah, you know, the current iteration of HOP has been out for a while. So I expect that there will be an update at some point. It's just when that update happens, right? When will we see an update? Will it be before Platinum? I mean, in general, any features that come with the Platinum Edition are going to be locked up in DRM. They're not going to be really usable outside of the Platinum DLC. So mappers won't have access to Silver Run Forest the same way they have access to Elm Creek or Holt Metheroon or Erlengrot. So they'll really have to wait until the next iteration of the game to get access to the map in general, to kind of see how they're doing, let's say, the boat launch, to see how they're doing the roller coaster and other things. I mean, maybe, but it'll be just like Erlengrot from 19, right? Erlengrot had new trees, Erlengrot had new grass. Will a mapper really want to release a map that requires a DLC to play with? That's a question, right? So if you worked and made a map and somehow made it so that it was incorporating something that was a part of Platinum Edition, and therefore it required a Platinum Edition to use, would you be artificially, well, I wouldn't say artificially, but how limiting would you be making your audience? I don't know, Schultz. Don't know. All I can go off of is historical information based on what they've done before. But if you bought the Year 1 Season Pass, then yes. The Platinum Edition comes with the Platinum Update comes with the Year 1 Season Pass. If that's what you mean by the more expensive pack when FS22 came out. The AI is making a thorough mess over there. Plant notes. Just to figure out what the heck they're doing. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So let me go hunt down a graphic for you, but basically the Year 1 Season Pass included Antonio Carrillo, included Kubota, included Vermeer, and includes the Platinum Edition. Let me look up a graphic. Super fast. So there is the Year 1 Season Pass. You got Antonio Carrillo in March. You got the Kubota pack June 28th. You got the Vermeer pack August 23rd. And you'll get the Platinum expansion November 15th. For the Year 1 Season Pass. Because this was the graphic that they released at the release of Farm Sim 22. More vehicles for your farm, which became Antonio Carrillo. This will drive you crazy, which became Kubota. Things to get things done more efficiently, which became Vermeer, and an all-new map and plethora of machines, which of course became the Platinum expansion. Yes, and the new Grape Harvester, which was kind of an add-on ad. Not really advertised. I seriously do not know what the heck you are doing, but you are making a royal mess of my field. Now, what the Year 1 Season Pass does not include is the third-party DLC pumps and hoses. And as we have transitioned so artfully in the past, if you are on PC, you can enter to win a pumps and hoses DLC. We're doing a giveaway tomorrow where we're giving away a copy of Pumps and Hoses on PC. And we'll be giving away a copy of Pumps and Hoses every week between now and September 27th, which is when Pumps and Hoses releases. So if you are on PC and you want to win Pumps and Hoses from the channel, you go ahead, explanation giveaway, click on the gleam.io link that comes up. And keep an eye on the channel because we'll be announcing the winner tomorrow after the live stream. And then on Wednesday, we'll be announcing a new giveaway that's going to start. And we'll end on the 13th. Although the 13th, I will likely be traveling. So we probably won't be live streaming on the 13th. Instead, we will just do a drawing. And I will post the winner on the community tab. Ray, I really have zero idea about possible things that may be a part of year 2. I mean, I think one thing that would be a hope or a dream would be to do an American Buildings DLC where we have functional American style farm buildings. I mean, I would be over the moon ecstatic if a lot of these static buildings that are on Elm Creek would become actual usable buildings that we could place down. The bank barn. Some of those other static buildings that are on Elm Creek. We can actually use them. Yeah, we got the AGI building. This AGI shed is an excellent shed. More of a modern American style shed. But I'd like to see more contemporary farm buildings that we could put down that really comply with what we would expect to see on just a small family American farm. So I think we have enough vehicles. I think we have enough brands. I think we have enough implements. What do we not have enough of? We don't have near enough buildings that aren't European branded buildings. Give us an assets DLC to further enhance our gameplay with the build mode. That assets DLC can include buildings, it can include animal pens, it can include so many things. That would be on my dream list. Yep, functional buildings. Functional building. I didn't quite make it in time. I mean, here you can see really good the ability for this harvester to self-level on a slope. Right? You can tell it's clearly not flat. No, not on a slope. I mean, I was really, 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 really hoping with the enhancements that they were making to build mode that they showed off during FarmCon, and when we saw images of Elm Creek and the various farm areas, we saw the static buildings, or what we now learned were static buildings. I was thinking, oh my god, if those buildings are placeable and are usable, right, just throw money at you. And then when we got the map and we discovered that all those buildings were static, they were unplaceable, they were unusable, it was like a just pop your balloon. Pop all the balloons at the party, because, well, the party's been canceled. Tell you one thing, this field is nothing but odd shape, right? I mean, it's hard to fault mappers when they reuse buildings from Giants, because, well, making buildings is very much a talent. Using Blender to create something, a 3D model from scratch, and then texturing that building, you know, putting in lights, putting in doors, getting all those animations done. That is no doubt a lot of work. Hands down to map authors that do make custom buildings, that is a lot of work. So no fault to a map maker that doesn't have that skill, but can use Giants Editor, has a vision of what they want, and is basically using assets from base game buildings for their map. And in fact, I've said before, that is exactly what role base game maps provide. Base game maps provide 95% of the assets that we will see in the maps that mod makers create. So we want Giants to continue to deliver us base game maps, because they are the backbone of the assets that are in mod maps. If Giants just didn't deliver us any maps, they only delivered us equipment in the engine and said, you know what, maps are better done by other people, we would not have hardly any maps, because it would require people to have to create and figure out how to create their own. We'd have far less mappers, therefore we'd have far less maps. Dirty Bird Farms, what is up? How is your Labor Day now that it is over? had a decent weekend. My weekend ended yesterday, though. I was back into the workforce today. Yeah, I mean, it definitely gets old seeing the same buildings all the time. That's why a lot of people get really excited when maps do get released that have custom buildings in them, or retextured buildings that are basically using the walls of a base game asset. But the skill set to make a map in Giants Editor with delivered assets is a completely different skill than creating your assets and then building a map with those custom assets. Brett, but that computer is going to run better than it has for a long time, probably. Nothing wrong with a periodic reload. Oh my gosh, Schultz, we're almost out of fuel again. What are we going to do with ourselves? This high fuel usage is excessive. M2 drives are awesome. Indeed, Scooter's Workbench, you are. Extenuating the point, right? Base maps are, at the heart, a template to what can be done in the game and how to do it. And then, thanks to Giants Editor, you can export a map, pull it apart, learn how things are being done in it, and then apply that to your own creation. Now we're up on top of the hill. Is that guy really stuck on a building down there? Oh. Are you just... I'm not even gonna ask. Oh, indeed, a GPS will make, our Stream Deck will make everything easier, right? It has endless uses. You thought duct tape was useful. Duct tape's got nothing on the Stream Deck. If you're a computer user, you could use a Stream Deck. And that's not because there's an affiliate link down in the description to one. They are the most useful computer accessory since the creation of a mouse. And that's not overselling it. Well, Bergdus, yeah, I mean, you can make your own Hofbergdus, right? I saw that comment earlier. Hellhawk, you went to a concert. What'd you go to? Oh, David, go rest up. Have some chicken soup. Chicken soup. Lumberjack Darren, welcome. How are you doing today? Welcome to the chat. Oh my gosh. Some serious hairbands. Wow. Just a hop, skip, and a few jumps across the field. Vesper, welcome. How are you doing? Are you new to chat? I don't recall it, Vesper. But then again, I don't recall lots of things. Like, I don't recall what I had for lunch yesterday. I know what I had for lunch today. Stir fry and potato soup. Quite a combination. Oh my lord. You're introducing hairbands to your daughter. Well, I mean the long hair on both sides, right? Kind of works. Chris, catch you later. Turn in so you can catch the early bird special tomorrow at 4 a.m. Okay, yeah, 3 hours ago. I still remember that. Vesper is joining belated live streams. It's all good. Good on that. See how much soybeans we have in the bin already. We got over 100,000 liters of soybeans. And we're still pulling them off this field. I mean, look at this massive thing. We got a field's worth of soybeans left in this field after we've harvested 2 other fields worth of this field. I have to say, I don't have anything near as exciting as you all. I don't even know if I remember my first concert. Are your hot pickles really pickles? Because I used to call hot pickles something else. I'd be interested to know what your hot pickles are. Oh no, so your hot pickles are more close to real pickles. Our hot pickles were those pickled sausages you get at grocery store at gas stations. That was because our oldest liked them, and we just started calling them hot pickles. Because they were spicy pickled sausages. This fuel level is not empty, it's at a half a tank. Spicy green tomatoes. I mean, let's just face it. Spicy anything is better than not. No, absolutely not. Totally disagree there. I mean, let's see here. I mean, this tractor's not super empty. I mean, you think I should probably fill this up. But it's only got 499 liters of fuel in it. Oh no, it's got cheese. It's got rotted milk. Not interested. I agree, Dirty Bear Farms. All Schultz does is mine. My stuff is empty because it's used. Vesper, I have no idea. Now we gotta go get this refilled. Thanks there, Schultz. Now you made me have to go get more fuel. Jeez. Do you have stock in a fuel company or something? This is a working farm. Working farms have fuel tanks that aren't full. Tona Gaming, welcome. How is that Spruce Mountain? Look, this truck is full of fuel. Absolutely full of fuel. The helpers just don't like turning with this cedar. So there's just something weird with the turning logic on this. Rabbit Rob, he says something and then takes it back. He's the Indian giver of chat messages. We're not at the OK Corral. Oh, what's the new GPU? What kind of fancy graphical processing unit did you get? Oh, that is an upgrade. That's an upgrade for sure. You just cost me $3,600 in fuel. Because you want to see a full tank. I don't know why. I mean, it's just gonna use it up again. Yeah, but that's a classic problem with pre-builts is proprietary stuff, especially with the bigger OEM pre-builts. Yo, so Schultz is stealing fuel now. He's a fuel thief. That's why we have cameras all over the farm. Catch people like him pumping our gas out. He doesn't think we realize he doesn't think we know it. Live and learn, bud. Live and learn, right? As always, next time. Hey, come back here. Schultz wants to see a full tank. Stop it. Oh, it's because my wheel's still turned. You know what happens when you drive both with a steering wheel and keyboard? Sometimes you leave your wheel turned and you don't realize why you're not going straight. Look, I even parked it right between the cones. The Hawk liked it. Thought it was a good idea. And you're like, why am I not going straight? That's how we're gonna have to spend the rest of the stream, fueling stuff up. It does add a whole new element, whole new dynamic to the game. Get a move on. Yeah, I'll always build my desktops If there was an affordable way to build a laptop, I'd build a laptop. But buildable laptops is not really a affordable thing. Oh, that was some serious money there. Three-way 770. They don't have the top end of the full tower. That's why I don't have a laptop as my main gaming rig. I do have a laptop as a mobile content creation platform. So in a pinch, if I am mobile, I do have the capability of not only gaming, but doing video editing, and potentially, if the internet's strong enough, streaming off the laptop. It's a few years old at this point, but it's a 8-core, 16-thread AMD CPU with a 2060 in it. Gets the job done since it only runs 1080. Now everything is filled up we're using. Yeah, I mean, the frustrating thing though is like the laptop 3060 is less performance than the desktop 3060. Alright, that's gonna do it. No more refueling for now. Oh, we got such a busy field out here. We're harvesting. We're planting. We're gonna need to be nitrogening here in a little bit. When we come back for the next live stream on Backroads, we will be harvesting our corn, running it through our corn dryer. I preventively did it because I know a guy who would whine about it if I didn't do it. He'd be all sad. My soundtracks still aren't working. I need to work on that. I can't give you a want sound because it's broken. How's what mod? corn dryer, it is outstanding. It dries corn, and then you can sell the corn for more money. That's what everybody wants. More money. Let's go take a look at it. It's down here at the bottom of the hill. So here's the corn dryer. Right? Needs propane. Here's a handy dandy propane storage tank where we can buy propane. So I can buy propane for dirt cheap. Put it in here. We already have enough propane in here. It's going to take 500 units of corn and 24 units of propane to make 500 units of dried corn. And we can come over here and you'll see our normal corn price is $8.82 in December or June, right? More like June is our best price. We come down here to our dried corn, $13.51. So we get, what, $500 more per 1,000 liters for our dried corn. And propane is dirt cheap. So it costs next to nothing to buy propane just to get an extra 500 bucks. So it's a little expensive, $150,000 to put that down. And then under containers, you have this storage tank buy point, or this one, or this one. I mean, Schultz, well, let's say you need to make ethanol. I think secretly he's into moonshine. He's always wanted to make alcohol out of his corn. I mean, we got this field right here. Field 31 is how big? Field 31 is 30 acres. So we got 30 acres of corn right there. Rose wine? What's rose wine? it's a little bit of red, a little bit of white. I see. That cedar is running low. We'll have to do something about it. Let's empty this harvester first. Tyler, this is singular player. Bud regular and light? Isn't it Bud regular still like Bud Light? I think it's the same thing, they just put a different label on it. All that effort to refuel this, and we've used fuel. Carbs are good. It's what America was made out of. Medium economy? I never run medium economy. That's too much fun. I don't know. Low carb beer is just too much like that. What is that? What is that beer that doesn't have wheat in it? No, it's at, like when you don't have wheat flour. Forest Web, thank you for watching. Glad you're enjoying it, and I hope you can get back to Farm Sim soon. Doesn't it start with a G? I'm just completely blanking. Totally blanking on what I'm trying to say here. Yes, gluten. See, I knew it started with a G. Gluten-free beer just sounds wrong. Yeah, Schultz is a former console player still. thinks of the console clan. Wants to provide mods for everyone. I mean, yeah. Free beer for everyone. Homebrew. Homebrew. Who does homebrew? There's a place in town you can go and do your own. Do your own homebrew. There you go. Yeah, I mean, nothing wrong with consoles, right? They're a bit of a well, they're a platform that's limited because of Sony and Microsoft's total demand to control the gaming experience on them, but there's a place for them. Right? There's something to be said about being able to just fire it up and play. You know it's going to work. First time, every time. In theory, gaming controls are somewhat maybe standardized across titles. Right? PC gaming is like the Wild West. You can have pretty much anything and everything you want, but also sometimes that's a struggle in having anything and everything you want because every game is different controls. Sometimes they let you change the controls, sometimes they don't. The forever question of how will this game run on my computer? Whereas you pretty much know how it's going to run on a console because it's been designed for that specific hardware. Is that like beer in a bucket? Altona Gaming? Well, we had in 19, what do we had? We had barley juice. That was so dense I never understood what that meant. Well, you made barley juice and it came out in a barrel? Oh, honey brown sounds good. Are y'all laughing at my ignorance of what barley juice was? Hey, I'm not nearly as creative as you all think. Dredger has an automated machine for his barley juice. what's the difference between meat and beer? So honey beer. So something fermented with honey. Oh, I tell you, this field. 43 acres this field is. Can you imagine the yield I'm going to get off of the wheat? 43 acres of wheat and straw off of this field. Sean, what's up? I don't see anything in chat, but what's up? You reset baler counts by hitting Control X on PC. Oh, look. Schultz, look. Loading up the save game makes them all the same. Not a good hack store way of getting different wrapped bales for different cuttings. I think I'll stick with you guys until we finish harvesting this field, then we're going to call it a night. I gotta work in the morning, so we can't stay up super late playing and chatting. Oh, that's interesting. If you place the dog building, it falls through on Addingham Park. That gives you plenty of time to go around and steal fuel and fill up your tractors with it. Ryan, welcome. How does it go, sir? I just noticed this display says barley on it. Probably can't see it, but it'd be cool if that said, if that gave the name of the crop. Right, I mean, we got a fill indicator over here on the side screen. You see the number ticking up. You may not be able to see it. There's a number ticking up where the bin is. It'd be nice if that changed to read what crop we were harvesting. Clearly, dogs aren't allowed on Addingham Park. It's probably because what dogs typically do at parks. is such undesirable. I mean, you know. The whole little doggy bags and picking up your dog poo. Seems like the map author just doesn't want to deal with dogs at all. Farmer G, we're not doing potatoes, okay? We did our potatoes on our grass field, and then we got rid of the grass potatoes and we put grass down. No more potatoes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4.5 passes left. Next time we'll be on the map, we'll be harvesting our corn. That might be tomorrow, might not be tomorrow. And then we'll shift over back to Bloomfield. So remember, we're doing Bloomfield, and this map we're kind of flipping back week for week. We did a fair bit of, well, we had a pretty big gap. Farmer G thinks I was on a break. I was not on a break last week. I was busy recording map videos. That's far from a break. But during the supposed break, right, that's when we would have been doing our Backroads gameplay. But since we didn't take a break on our break, we're getting caught up. There's a mod out there that lets you bale soybean straw, right? Isn't there a mod out there that now lets you bale straw from just about every crop? You can bale corn straw and actually make straw. It doesn't make like baled corn stalks. Hoff-Bergman in 19 had the ability to bale corn stalks. Did it not? Am I not remembering right? I mean, that's one way to get baleable corn. If you just kind of forget the fact that it's not really straw, but still people will use baled corn as bedding. But I'm pretty sure in 19 we had baleable corn stalks on Hoff-Bergman. I don't even remember where we were on Bloomfield. As far as if we were harvesting, if we were seeding, if we were kind of in limbo and we just had to make hay, if we were done harvest. They removed the straw mod from the mod hub. Well, that's not good. Maybe it had some issues. Maybe I was having mod conflicts with other mods. We have deer now. I'd like to see the addition of squirrels. Forest rats. I'd like to see the addition of tree rats. Water holding tank. Am I missing part of the conversation? All I know is that Vesper's talking about Like in Bloomfield. And then we're talking about the straw mod, and he says they removed it from the mod hub. And then Hellhawk talks about removing some water holding tank. I feel like I'm missing something. We have done it! Oh my gosh. Marathon of harvest. And look at that, we are 100% on almost all our fields. Yield. That is a lot of money. That is a lot of moolah. Oh yeah, if you have a water tank that holds that much. Speaking of greenhouses, did you all see the video I put out yesterday on the soon-to-be released, hopefully soon-to-be released, multi-crop greenhouse pack by our very own Farmer G, friend of the channel. Channel number 5. Then we also did a preview today of a animal pen in the 1,000 cow as I show that I am completely defunct in remembering a dang thing. 1,000 cow feedlot. There we go. I'm not completely inept. Just getting there. By Schultz Modding, that is coming hopefully to a mod hub near you also. No idea on release on any of those because of course it is at the whim of Giants to test them and eventually release them. Seems like both will be popular with the player base. This is what we'll be doing next time. Working our corn and hopefully running out of fuel. So Schultz has something to whine about. And until next time, happy farming.